Remember back when you were a teenager and you were thinking about dating for the very first time? You were so hopeful and excited and dreamy. You had all these visions about how it was supposed to be. And when you showed up for a boy, you showed up with all of you, all of your heart, all of your soul, all of your happiness. And then reality hit. A guy broke your heart. A guy broke your spirit. A guy destroyed you. And now here you are, much, much older, trying to summons the same enthusiasm for dating. And it's hard because now you know how badly things can go wrong. You've got walls up, and rightly so. You're not going to fall for just anyone. You are critical because you have been on the receiving end of a lot of male criticism. You've got all of your protections in place and you are geared up and ready for battle, but you're not meeting anyone. Guys seem to sense that you've got walls up, and so they keep up their own walls with you. How do you get back the magic and the promise and the excitement of love the way it used to feel? Well, you can't turn back the clock and you can't undo everything bad that's ever happened to you. But what you can do is reclaim your light. Hi, I'm Amy Waterman. I am a love expert here at yourbrilliance.com. And in this video, I want to talk about the 3 types of guys who've dimmed your light and how to break free from their spell. When you are happy and free and open, you shine like the sun. Your joy is like the spotlight and it catches everyone's attention. But not everyone appreciates your light. Some people see somebody who's shining and they try to put them down, or they try to take the wind out of their sails. And other people see your light as competition to theirs. And still others want some of what you've got. And if they can't get some of your light for themselves, then they want you to pay. And pretty soon you learn that it's dangerous to shine too bright, because shining too bright attracts the wrong sort of attention. Much better to dial it back and cover up that shine, and don't let anyone see the full wattage of what you feel inside. Now, that can be the smart thing to do sometimes. You always want to be safe, but what you don't want is for it to become a habit, to always hide your light under a bushel, because it's not safe to stand out. Now, there's a reason this channel is called Your Brilliance. I believe that the most important thing each one of us can do is reclaim our light and remember how it feels to shine. But I'm not naive, and I know that there are very real obstacles in the way of us seeing our own brilliance and believing in our brilliance and showing up in this world as the light we are. And many of those obstacles, ironically, are men. Here are 3 kinds of men who may have dimmed your light and how to break free. Number 1 is the creep. When you show up as your full happy self around a creep, he thinks your light is just for him. In fact, he thinks your light is because of him. He thinks that you're interested in him rather than just being your usual amazing self. And he likes that, so he tries to get near you. He thinks you have a relationship, even though you've just chatted once. He finds ways to stay in contact with you, like showing up places unexpectedly and finding excuses to interact with you. The creep makes you feel unsafe, but maybe you're too polite to tell him to leave you alone. And so you force yourself to be civil with him, which he takes as further proof that you've got a relationship. No matter how many signals you send or how well you try to ignore him, he just doesn't get it. What the creep teaches you is that your brilliance is a magnet for guys who want to prey on you. So it's not safe to engage with strangers. It's much better to keep those walls up and don't let men in until they've knocked on the door a fair few times and they've proven themselves trustworthy. Don't let those creeps win. Shine your light. Don't apologize, but also don't engage with anyone unless you've got a yes in your heart. As good girls, we've been trained to be polite and avoid hurting anyone's feelings because that's what gives creeps their foothold. So express your boundaries clearly and distinctly. Practice saying what you need to say in front of a mirror if you have to. Remember that no is your friend. Don't worry about other people's feelings. That's their problem. Your boundaries are always going to offend some people, and that actually isn't your problem. Own your identity as a relationship warrior who is someone who can always defend herself in love if she has to. And you can learn more about being a relationship warrior in my previous video, and I will put up a link to that. Number 2 is the critic. If you had to describe yourself to somebody, what would you say? Would you say that you are an amazing girlfriend, that you are kind and loving, that you're sexy and beautiful, and you're fun and you're interesting? Or would you think back to past relationships you've been in and what those men said about you? Something that has always mystified me is how some men feel entitled to define you, like to tell you who you are. And when you say, no, that's not true, they tell you, yes, it is. I know you. Now that phrase, I know you, gives me the creeps because I have heard it so many times. It's actually verbal abuse. So verbal abuse is when somebody tells you you're this and you're that, you're disgusting, you're manipulative, you're lazy, whatever it is, as if they know who you are and what you think better than you do. And sometimes you don't even register it as verbal abuse because you've been primed to believe the worst about yourself. So a guy tells you that he can't touch you because you look so gross, or that it's a shame you're not better in bed because he likes your personality. He says those things offhand like they're no big deal, except they're actually quite nasty. And yet we carry those comments with us for years, believing they define us. Because after all, if a man said it about you, it must be true, right? Well, no. No man gets to define you. You are the only one who gets to decide who you are and what you think and what you stand for. So what are you going to do the next time a man says something critical about you? You are going to hold up a mirror in front of him. So you're going to let his words bounce back onto him. Because what it really means when a man says that you're gross or manipulative or whatever it means that those are qualities he has. Like that's his shadow, and he's projecting his own stuff onto you. And now you know what's in the darkest depths of his heart. It's all about him, no matter how much he tries to pin it on you. You are beautiful and strong and amazing and good, and nothing he says can touch that. Number 3 is the heartbreaker. The creep and the critic are awful, but the heartbreaker is often the guy who leaves the longest lasting scars, because this guy took your heart and he just smashed it to pieces. And you can't shine because your heart is glued together from the shards he left the day he walked away. And you don't want anyone to see that brokenness. You want to just cover it up. Now, it's beyond the scope of this video to offer you a plan for healing. I will make sure to put some links to it below, but here's the tool I want to offer you. We think that a man broke our heart. We think that we once had love and it was torn away from us because we failed. We failed to keep this man who had the love that made us feel alive, and now we're empty and alone. But there's a different way to look at this. The love you felt did not come from him. The love you felt was inside you. Like that was your love. You created this amazing feeling. And yes, he was part of it too, but he did not have the love and then put it inside you. He awakened your capacity for love, a capacity that you've always had and you will always have. And now you know that you can do this amazing thing. You can love like that. And this guy was the catalyst for your love, sure, this time, but there are other guys out there. You may even be capable of more love than you felt last time. Wouldn't you like to find out? Wouldn't you like to see what else you're capable of? Well, if so, then I invite you to get out there and to start shining. You've got the love, you've got the heart, and you have the strength to look down your nose at those naysayers and sail past. I'm sending you lots and lots of love, and I will see you next time. Hey, I keep mentioning this, I know, but I really don't want you to miss it. If you are ready to stand in your power as a woman and attract great love and tons of male attention, there is one secret you got to know. It is your pleasure that drives attraction. I explain the hedonistic theory of attraction and how to give a man that feeling of love in a bottle in my free gift to you, the 3 A's of effortless attraction, which you can get now in the link I'm going to put below. Come and join my community of brilliant babes who are putting their pleasure first. I hope to see you there.